This guy, David, because he's actually a student at the National School in Marseille.
Even all.
And this year's results are actually excellent. He was second in the French Championships in the kilometre, and he was first in the World Cup in the kilometre in Calais, in Colombia.
And the 18.148, he's done 18.724, so he's just trailing a bit at the moment. The clock again will show you the time coming up at 500 metres. What can he do here against the 32 from John Gillette, his countryman? He could be moving into second spot at this rate or not. He's not going to topple his man unless he just eases himself over these last 500 metres. Some can go faster towards the end. He's got 47.519, and on the bell then, he has in fact just shaved it. He's coming good toward the back, and this could be the fastest time on the board so far. 104.704 to beat on your clock there. Can France have first and second at this stage of the kilometre time trial in the World Championship in Berlin? Yeah, he's got it. 03.163, France first and second.
Excellent ride there for 1-3, but I was talking to Steve Polding, the British coach, and what he's recommended is the winner's going to do at least a 1-2. You've got to do a 1-2 to win it today.
And what's Jason Quilly's best? He's broken the British record a couple of times, hasn't he? So he's got to be really going some to try and get about there. So he's got to ride at his best when he comes up later on. He goes, 14th rider off. He comes 4th from the back end as Jason. So that puts France first and second overall at the moment on the ball, but still a lot of fast men yet to come. Well, this is the great British hope alongside there Sandy Gilchrist, the British team mechanic, helping prepare this man for what is going to be the greatest challenge perhaps of his short life in the field of racing at international level. British record holder, and Jason Quilly has surprised a few people when he got that World Cup success as well early on this season at the third of the World Cup at Valence, when he went round in 1:3.411 to win the kilometre there. What's he going to do today, Russ? What's his prospects?
I was talking to him like 2 days ago. I didn't want to get close to him today. He said he's got to do a low 1-2 to win this. Remember, Jason was a water polo player before turning to cycling.
There he goes underway then. This is a great hope for Great Britain. A chance then perhaps of a medal. What colour will it be then? As Jason powers round here. He turned into, from being a water polo player, he decided to go to be a triathlete, and to become a triathlete he had to start riding a bike. He found he enjoyed it. He did some very good 10-mile time trials. He went to Manchester track. He started to perform well there again, and now here he goes round the track.
Yeah, there he goes. He's riding 52/13. He's got special 26-inch wheels that gives him a gear of 97. On this second lap here, he's probably doing about 43 miles an hour. Remember, he's got to do a 1-2. Looking back at his results this year, he's European champion in the Olympic sprint. As you say, he won the World Cup in Valencia, Spain.
But he's still trailing at the moment to the fastest time of Tuaib, and the next one to go through 47.276. Can he get this one to take the lead? He's got to come good toward the back end. He does come good toward the back end, but he's still struggling at the moment. Jason Quilly on this final lap has got to go some to get up there. He said he's got to do something in the short twos. He's not going to do it unless he can put in a powering last 250 metres round this track. Quilly comes down the finishing straight, and as he hits the line then, he just goes into second spot by a gnat's whisker to .098. Jason Quilly, 103.261. I think somehow, Russ, with him setting a sight at a 2, he might be disappointed with that one. How would you feel?
Well, for me, if I could do a 1-3, I'd be over the moon. But I think for Jason, he's going to be disappointed. But listen, now I've got to tell you the big secret. Steve Polding, the manager, said not to say anything till this race has gone over. He got knocked off his bike just before the race started. Clear off the bike.
No.
He's got scabs up and he's got a scar up and down the side of his leg. I'm sorry to say that.
Well, what a disappointment then, but still he's just lying in second spot. What will happen with the other riders yet to come? You can probably hear from the noise in the stadium that we have one of the top Germans on the track now. We've got two German riders in quick succession in this, the 1 kilometre time trial. We have Loberg on the track now, and next to go after him will be Stefan Nimke. Then we finish off with Shane Kelly, and then with Arnaud Tournant. This is really the cream on top of the milk now, and the crowd in the stadium who've already seen two of the German riders go through into the rider for first and second in the individual pursuit, now holding their breath to see if this man can take one of the medals up there for grabs. We've just got 4 riders to go. The fastest time, that of Hervé Robert Tuet of France, 1:03.163. Let's see what he does. Off! He burst from the track, but his back wheel seemed to skid as he took away there off the start line. And Loberg didn't quite seem to get it all together. He might have a slow first 250 metres, but the time to beat is 18.724. Can he do it on the first lap? Urged on by this crowd in Berlin. They want that man up there, and he hits the line. And yes, he's struggling at that start. He didn't go too well to begin with. So Loberg is having to do a lot in this second 250 metres then. So Loberg it is the man who's now going round, and he's just failing at the .051 to topple the fastest man to, but he might come good in the last lap. He started badly, he's getting better. Let's see what he does here. 47.276 to beat, and here he comes in, and looks like he could just about get it, and he has now just 1:14 in arrears. This is a real turn-up for the books. He should be going that big. He's really looking for something effort, rocking on the bike here to beat that 1:03.163. My French coming alongside me are getting very elated about this. He might do it, he might not, and he has not. He's got into 3rd place, and still Quilly is second. Tuet is leading, Quilly's second, and Loberg is 3rd.
Yeah, good ride there by the 30-year-old there. Won the World Cup here in Berlin, and they say he's a computer freak. Looking back at this event, he's actually won 2 silver medals in 96 and 97, and he got a bronze last year.
So Loberg in to 3rd spot now, and a lot of good talent yet to come. Yes, those 2 second places at Manchester and Perth. I don't think he's going to be up there. Certainly he's not going to get a second place medal now, but the question is what's going to happen with the later odds yet to come. That's the position on the leaderboard. Tuet, Quilly, Loberg, 1, 2 and 3. And back then, 4th spot, the Polish rider, Kranjev, out of the medals at the moment. But we've got the 3 top men yet to come. Next one is Stefan Nimke. And then Shane John Kelly from Australia, Arnaud Tournant from France. 3 men yet to come, and waiting with bated breath. This Tuet is leading at the moment. Quilly is lying in 2nd spot. Loberg, who's lying in 3rd. You could almost hear a pin drop to an extent, not now commentary point, but round the stadium here, because Germany holding its breath. They've already got 2 of their riders through to ride off for the gold and the silver in the individual pursuit. What colour medal can they get, if at all, in the kilometre time trial? 4 laps of the track. Stefan Nimke. Better start then than Loberg, who seemed to spin his back wheel, and Nimke's on his way.
Nimke's away. The 21-year-old is one of the youngest among the German short-distance squad. He's not a nobody. He made headlines 2 years ago, but it's surprising he grabbed the bronze medal in the 1,000-metre time trial. His first attempt.
And he's got 18.7 to get inside that first lap, and he's struggling. Look at his .469 out of it already. Well, I think he's going to have a job to pull that back, because not many people have come that much quicker after a bad start, and he didn't seem to get off the mark very quickly there, and he's gone through in 33.171. That is even slower than Quilly. Quilly's still sitting in 2nd place, Russ, and we've only got another 2 riders yet to go. We might even be in with a shout from it. I'm getting a bit carried away here. Nimke on his way.
Nimke's on the way. When it comes down to the bell lap, we've got to remember, he had a serious injury during the spring, so he didn't really start back until June. Then he rode the World Cup in Valencia to prove his form.
Well, he's got 1:03 to beat, and at the moment he doesn't look like he's going to do it. He pulls something at his last 250 metres. Can he do it? Urged on by this crowd in Berlin, hits the line. He's done it! The last 250 metres was right out of the top draw. How on earth did he do it? He suddenly came good right at the back end. He was trailing at 750 metres. He was nearly 0.6 down, 0.5 and a bit down, and he's still gone into lead, pushing Tuet into 2nd, Quilly into 3rd. He came from nowhere. He had a very poor start. He had a very poor 5 and a bit, but the last bit he came good. Those last 250 metres, he really let rip. He got something left in there. He's now in the lead, 1:03.110. The German rider leading on the medals chart at the moment, and we only got 2 riders to go, Shane Kelly and Tournant. Disappointment, I think, for Jason Quilly, the British hope. He's in 3rd spot now. We've got some big riders yet to come in the shape of Shane Kelly and Arnaud Tournant. Hold your breath back in Great Britain. I think it'll be to no avail. Woof, what a 1 kilometre time trial we've been seeing this evening as slowing down there. Stefan Nimke of Germany started slowly, one of the fourth probably fastest starters, and then he was way down still at 500 metres. He was probably still out in fourth spot at that particular point. Fifth, maybe sixth, looking at my time chart here. And then even at 750 metres, it looks like he was out of the medals. But suddenly, that last 250 metres, he blasted the track to take the lead. The time 103.110. As we now move on to the top slots here, because we really have some experience, probably the most experienced of all of the riders against the clock, because Shane Kelly here on our screen. Shane Kelly.
Yeah, Shane Kelly's on here. But what you've got to remember with this event, it's over really quick. It definitely hurts more than anything else. You go from completely rested to all that effort to failure in little less than under a minute. This is the guy who can do a 1-2.
Well, this is the man also, 3 times world champion in 95, 96 and 97. Shane Kelly, second in 1993. He was second in 1998. He was third way back in 1994 as Kelly gets underway now.
And don't forget, David, he holds the world record at 1 minute, 6.13, which he took in the World Championships in Bogota, Colombia in September 96. Is this the man who's going to do it?
At the moment, he's trailing 0.438 behind Neffert. In fact, Nimke started very slow. That's not a good start from Kelly. He's got to go even faster with the second, up to 500 metres, because Nimke started slowly. That 33.171 from Nimke, well, he's still 0.71 behind it, and there is not a good time then for Kelly. He's got to come back. He's got to come back now. He could still be first. You never know what he's going to do here. As he comes out 47.801 to beat on the line then, and he goes through. Yes, he's now 46.835. He's there ahead. He's now pulled it all back. He's come good. So Kelly's now come back very good. He's in the lead now. Kelly's going to take this one. 103.110. It looks like he's going to get this. If he keeps this up, he started slowly, but he hits the line now, and he's inside 2. No, he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6. He's now leading. What a ride. Started slow, came good, and he just never stopped pedalling, and he's taken the lead then. And the first man inside, 103.110, Shane Kelly.
Great ride there by Shane Kelly. Remember last year at the World Championships in Bordeaux, he got second place with a 102. Steve Polding, the British coach, said it's going to be one with a low 1-2. A happy man now.
But can he get that goal? Because we've still got the reigning world champion yet to go. Arnaud Tournant, Shane Kelly then goes to the top of the leaderboard, puts Nimke down into second spot, Chouet into third. The British rider Jason Quilly sitting there now out of the medals in fourth spot. And we wait then for the next and final rider to come up, Arnaud Tournant from France. And so Germany sitting at the moment with a second place medal with Nimke. France sitting with a third with the bronze. But the leader on the top slot there is the most experienced kilometre rider of all time or in recent years, Shane Kelly with a 102.436.
Titelverteidiger und Weltmeister im olympischen Sprint, Arnaud Tournant, Frankreich.
The stadium absolutely above with great excitement, because it's buzzing around here, because Nimke of Germany is in second spot at the moment. Kelly is lying first, and we've now got Tournant, the reigning world champion, up there. So it looks to me as if Germany's going to get at least a bronze medal, but can this man beat Kelly and take the goal off the Australians? So Tournant, the reigning world champion, next to go in Bordeaux. His time 101.879, and certainly great talent.
Yeah, Tournant, age 21, weighs 80 kilograms. As you can see, he rides for Cofidis. He started riding on the track in Roubaix, famous for Paris-Roubaix. Earlier in this year, did a French record in Mexico City in May of 101. The reigning world champion.
And in the French Championships, he won that with a 1-2-1-7-9. Fancy just winning the French Championship with a 1-2. Chouet, who's now sitting off there in third spot, waiting with bated breath, finished second in the French Championship with a 1-3-6-3-3. Chouet's gone a bit quicker today. He's lying third at the moment. But the way this man is going here, it looks like he's going to take the goal if he keeps this up. And Shane Kelly watching to see what the next time check will be. 32.453 to beat. Is he going to do it? Yeah, that's it, 32.179. This is all the way to goal if he keeps this up then. And the French getting very excited alongside me. He looks good too. He doesn't look like he's hurting himself. He's looking down the track. He's concentrating well.
Yeah, the thing that impresses me with the French all the time, David, as you can see, the arms are not moving at all. It's just the legs like pistons. The arms are rock solid, so he can breathe really well, and the legs are just doing all the motion.
Half a lap to take him into his second gold medal of the World Championships. He got it in Bordeaux last year in front of a great French crowd. Now from the German crowd in Berlin, he rockets across the line. 1:02.231. A brilliant ride by the French rider. Arnaud Tournant takes gold, puts Kelly back in a second spot like he was last year, and the German rider Stefan Nimke is in third. Chouet of France fourth. Britain's Jason Quilly in fifth spot. Jason, I know, will be disappointed with that, but nevertheless, to get a British rider up there in fifth spot with this sort of talent we've seen here, and this man Arnaud Tournant taking his second gold medal, shows the depth of talent that the French have got in track racing. Undoubtedly, they're going to be the nation to beat on the rest of the championship going through until Sunday night. But my goodness, some of the riders when they finish the kilometre, they look like they're going to fall off. But when you got a gold medal, Russ, I'm sure that sort of picks you up and gives you elation, even if you've got his busted.
Yeah, it's always the way with champions like this. Look, he looks like he's just been for a little ride in the park, doesn't he? What a happy man. And there's even a happier man, the coach.
Well, the French have got such great strength in the coaches. They specialise those who are looking after the kilometre, the shooters, and Moreland looking after the sprinters. And a slow motion look at this man powering around. Look at the size, look at the strength. The power he's putting down there. And the average speed, by the way, is 57.849 kilometres per hour. That's about, what, 34 miles, 34, maybe 35 miles an hour. And standing start, eh? So that last lap is going around at something approaching 40 miles an hour on this track. And it's not only a matter of sheer speed, it's a matter of controlling the bike, keeping it down as close you can to that black line, at the same time urging yourself to go faster and just going almost into the red at the right time. And there he is then, the world champion Arnaud Tournant, taking gold. 1:02.231, and Kelly's time 1:02.436, and Stefan Nimke 1:03.110. So that's the gold, the silver and the bronze, and the crowd very appreciative of that French rider's performance, taking the gold medal from the Australian in silver, Germany in bronze.